Welcome back to Dumo Plays. Recently, we had a Pokemon Direct that announced DLC, and in that DLC, they showed off these amazing new beasts. What we're looking at now appears to be the Galarian Legendary Birds, and of course, everyone's now trying to figure out what types they're going to be. The common theory has Articuno as a Psychic, Zapdos as a Fighting, and Moltres as a Dark type. It creates a triangle where each one hits each other for super effective damage. And, well, Articuno and Moltres look really good for Psychic and Dark typing. The problem that I have with this theory is Zapdos. I'm just not getting the fighting vibe when looking at it. Maybe I'm wrong, but calling this version of Zapdos a fighting type feels like a stretch to me. For that reason, I wasn't satisfied with the running theory, and I decided to poke around to see if I could find a theory that made sense to me, and that I believed in. Each of the legendary birds appears to be based upon legend, as well as using a real-world common bird as the base form. In the case of Moltres, that base form would be a heron, and the legend would be the legend of the phoenix. The legend states that the phoenix lives for an extremely long time, and then either regenerates or is reborn when it burns up upon death. The phoenix is often used as a sign of renewal. The Pokédex has Moltres ushering in the spring, as well as dipping into a volcano when injured as a way of healing itself. These both fit the lore of the Phoenix quite well. The shape of Zapdos appears to be based on a hummingbird, and the legend it points back to appears to be the Thunderbird, brought to us by the mythology of the North American indigenous cultures. The Thunderbird is said to create thunder while flapping its wings, as well as being a noble spirit and the physical embodiment of the elements. The Pokédex entries talks about Zapdos living in giant storm clouds and controlling thunder and lightning, and causing thunder by flapping its wings. Again, this fits the lore of Thunderbird really, really well. Articuno is generally believed to be based on rock, and rock is a massive bird from Arabian legend. It's depicted as a raptor, more commonly an eagle to be specific, just in giant size. In fact, there are stories of it picking up elephants, flying them high into the air, and dropping them to kill them in order to eat them. Now, this is something that eagles actually do in nature. We see them picking up goats and stuff by the horns and throwing them off the side of mountains as a way to kill them to hunt. Other than that, it's said to be from Madagascar, and to be honest, going through things I could find on rock, I couldn't find anything that ties it to Articuno. I couldn't find anything that lined up with the way it acts in the Pokédex, and I couldn't find anything that lines up to the ice typing. So this leads me to have to look elsewhere, because I actually don't think that Articuno is based on the rock. Starting with the shape of Articuno, it appears to be that of the Bluejay, except for that tail. That tail's something else. To be honest, it reminds me of the Aurora Borealis, aka the Northern Lights. The First Nations people of North America actually have quite a few legends revolving around the Northern Lights. A lot of them say that they're spirits, either that of hunted animals or of ancestors. It's even said that the sound that accompanies the Northern Lights is that of the ancestors trying to speak to the people that are still alive today. One famous depiction has the spirits lighting the path of the newcomers to the spirit world to show them the way. The Pokédex has Articuno appearing to doomed people who are lost on an icy mountain, or appearing if you are freezing on a snowy mountain. I believe that Articuno is based off the legends surrounding the Aurora Borealis. It seems to line up fairly well with the Aurora Borealis legends, as if you're doomed, you may be dying, and they may be leading you to the next life. So my theory. Each of the birds are going to keep their elemental typing of fire, electric, ice, and they're going to pick up a secondary typing of ghost. It still allows them to hit each other for super effective damage through the secondary typing. Unlike the previous theory, it allows them to keep the typing parity, which I think is important. So instead of fire flying, electric flying, ice flying, you get fire ghost, electric ghost, ice ghost. I feel like it fits the lore as well surrounding the origins of the legendary birds, and furthermore, I see it in the imagery. I can see it in the color palette and in the designs of the artwork. Maybe I'm wrong though, but that's my theory. And, well, depending on when you stumble across this video, you might already know this to be hilariously wrong, but hopefully you at least found it a little bit entertaining. If you have a theory on the legendary birds of Galar, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. I would love to read it. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like or possibly subscribe. And if you want to join the community, we're quite active on Discord, and that link is down in the description. Till next time, have a great day. Bye.